Hey everyone, it's Bruce again. Over the past several months, I've seen a real increase in due-on-sale activity across the real estate investing community. Banks are watching property transfers more closely, and while not every deal triggers it, enforcement is definitely becoming more common. Even highly experienced investors like Pace Morby have faced the due-on-sale risk. When you take over a property subject to the existing mortgage, you're relying on the fact that as long as payments stay current, everything will run smoothly, and in many cases it does. But the due-on-sale clause gives the bank the legal right to call the full balance due when the title transfers, whether you're current or not. If that happens, you're typically given 30 days, sometimes even less, to pay off the full loan balance. Now imagine this. You've successfully taken over a property. You've already lease optioned it to a tenant buyer. They've paid you an option fee. They're expecting you to perform. Now the bank sends you a demand letter and time is ticking. You're not just responsible to the seller, you're also responsible to your lease option tenant. Without a plan, that's a huge amount of pressure, and it could quickly turn into a very expensive problem. Here's something that doesn't get said enough. A lot of people who learn about subject to investing never take action. It's not because they doubt the strategy. It's because they're afraid of the what if. What if the bank calls the loan? What if I already have a tenant in place? What if I can't find financing fast enough? These are valid concerns, and honestly, it's smart to be thinking about them. Because without the right backup plan, one due-on-sale letter could cost you not just a deal, but your credibility, your relationships, and a lot of money. You can't set up traditional funding in advance for a due-on-sale situation. You can't walk into a bank today and say, hey, someday if a bank calls a loan due, will you be ready to refinance me in 7 days? It doesn't work like that. But what you can do is have access to fast, flexible capital through asset-based lending, so you're ready to move immediately when you need to. That's why I say asset-based lending is like due-on-sale insurance. It's not something you activate ahead of time. It's a solution you can access when it's needed. Speed, asset-based loans, which is significantly faster than traditional financing, closing in as little as 7 to 14 days. Focus on the property. Approval is based on the property's value, not your income or employment history. Simplified process, minimal paperwork, minimal underwriting delays. You don't have time for a 45-day loan approval when a bank letter gives you 30 days to act. Protects your deal. The faster you pay off the original loan, the faster you eliminate the threat, and you keep your property, your tenant relationship, and your business intact. Picture this. You pick up a great subject to deal. You lease option it out to a tenant buyer who puts down $15,000 as an option fee. You're cash flowing. Everyone's happy. Then, 6 months later, you get a due-on-sale letter from the bank. Now you have 30 days to pay off a $200,000 mortgage balance, or the bank could start foreclosure proceedings. If you can't move quickly, you could lose the property, refund the tenant's option fee, damage your business reputation, and lose all the cash flow you've built. But if you have fast asset-based funding ready to access, you can refinance quickly, satisfy the bank, and move on like nothing happened, keeping your deal, your tenant, and your income stream. If you're serious about subject to investing, here's what you should do. Acknowledge the risk, not out of fear, but out of respect for the reality of how due-on-sale works. Know where to get funding. Have relationships with lenders who can move quickly based on asset value. Stay organized. Know the value and equity position of every property you control. Think through exit strategies, whether that's refinancing, selling, or repositioning your financing. Always know your next move. Subject to investing remains one of the best strategies to build wealth with little money out of pocket. But the reality is, today's winning investors aren't just the ones who know how to buy properties creatively. They're the ones who know how to protect those properties if challenges arise. I help real estate investors stay ready with fast, flexible capital when the unexpected happens, so you're not caught scrambling, risking good deals, or damaging important relationships. If you're building a subject to portfolio, or you're even thinking about it, send me a message. Let's talk about how you can set yourself up to move fast, stay protected, and build your business with confidence. DM me anytime, and remember, the best investors don't wait for problems. They prepare to beat them. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.